Well, well, well. Guess who it is? Diesel's back. Join me, subscribe, but get the word out. Diesel's back, and he ain't going nowhere. Do you know what I said to you guys months ago, right? And I did every stream I've done recently. I've said this transfer window really will determine the ambition of this club, right? It really will determine the mindset and where we want to go and how badly they want to win this league. Yeah, right? Am I wrong? You guys in the chat, am I wrong? Did I not say that? Right? It's all on film. It's on YouTube. I've said it. Yeah. Mudryk, we get outbid by Chelsea. I said we've probably dodged a bullet, right? So the money that we would have spent on this geezer, yeah, put that towards 3 or 4 players who can beef up the squad. That's surely common sense. And I know common sense isn't so common anymore in this day and age. However, common sense surely will prevail. They'll open their eyes and they'll start doing that, right? They will actually do that. Invest that money in 3 or 4 players rather than blow the whole chunk of it on one up-and-comer. Let's just call it that, right? Because that's what it is potential. We don't get him, Chelsea get him. We get Trossard, what was it, 27 million from memory? Good signing, yeah? I'm all for that. Very good signing, right? An astute, smart, shrewd signing. Now today, obviously, forget today. So the last several days, yeah, we've gone in for Caicedo, right? Caicedo, however you want to pronounce the geezer's name. The player from Brighton. Very, very good player. Young, potential, but a good player, right? Big, can get around the pitch, is mobile, physically imposing, tall, strong. Yeah? The ideal midfielder that, in my opinion, Arsenal need, right? First bid rejected. We then go back with a £70 million bid. Again, rejected. Brighton are coming out saying we want 80 or 90 million. I can't remember which it was. 80 or 90 million. The player then, poorly advised, call it whatever you want to call it. It comes out on social media and says, look, I want to go. Yeah, I come from a poor family of 10 siblings, blah, blah, blah. Right? I hope the Brighton fans can appreciate where I'm coming from. I want to go to a bigger club. Hence, he wants to come to the Arsenal. Now, I'm sorry. If ever there was a green light, that was it. All Arsenal had to do, yeah? All Arsenal had to do, if you want the player, if you really want the player, go and get him. Right? If you've got to put in an extra 10, 20 million, do it. Arsenal are not skint. This is what, I'm not going to swear, this is what pisses me off with this club. I'm sorry to dive straight into it, guys, but do you know what? Let's just. Craig AFC, big up yourself. Shammy D, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Lenny Moon, I hope you're well, brother. And thanks for joining me again. Ding Dong in the chat, big up yourself. Kabir Udin, big up yourself. Brandon, True Gunners TV. Please, can people subscribe to him? Brandon, bruv, listen. I promise you, I'm not going to be on here for long. I know I always do a long one, but Love Island is on shortly, so I want to watch that. So you know what? But listen, send me a message on Insta, and I promise you, mate, I'm going to do I'm looking at doing a stream on Friday. So send me a thing on Insta, and I'll send you a link. Yeah, like we'll set a stream up together. I promise you. Big up to Zoe Thomas. I'm going to come back to Zoe's comment there. Hope you're well, darling. We've got Warren's team talk. Wazza, my guy in the chat. We've got the lovely, gorgeous Steffi in the chat as well. Big up yourself, my love. Khan, AFC 84, big up. Nathan Minas, hope you're well, mate. We've got Static in the chat. There he is. We've got the lovely Joanne Smith in the chat. 3 females in my chat. Who else can say that? No one but Diesel. Come on. We've got Carl Walsh-Gunner as well. Big up, Carl. Hope you're well, mate. Who else? Is that it? Can I crack on? No, I can't. Ryan Stockley's in the chat. Big up yourself, Ryan. Hope you're well, mate. Steve RFC is in the chat. Hope you're good. And we have the lovely, last but not least, lovely top bloke, top man, nice man, Tony Neri in the chat. Big up yourself, Tony. Hope you're well. Right. Where do I start? So look, guys, it's come out, you know, Arsenal have signed Jorginho, 12 million. In fact, let me go back to Zoe's comment because this is all I've heard today and all I've seen from Chelsea fans, right? Very, very similar to Zoe's comment here. Zoe's put, evening Diesel, Jorginho is a shocker of a signing, mate, but I'm just glad he's off our books. Edu is a twat. Now, this is coming from a Chelsea fan. You know, I look at it. Now, Jorginho, for me, right, I do think he's an okay player, right? I don't think he's crap. He does get a bit of a heart. He does get some stick, some of it unwarranted from a lot of Chelsea fans, in my opinion, right? My problem with this is, for the way we play, for the direction we're going, for what is up for grabs this season for us, this player is not it. Not it. Caicedo, all day long. I get that. I want that to happen. How do you go? My thumbnail says it all, guys. How do you go from Caicedo to Jorginho? You are going from chalk to cheese. You are going from left to right. You are going from up to down. Whichever way, it's night and day. Seriously, how does this make sense? Right? You have to look at this man, Edu. What the hell is this guy doing? It's an absolute joke. We are going for a title, right? In what way does that not sink through to these guys, right? Why don't they understand this? I mean, I'm not a mastermind. It's not rocket science. I'm not a rocket scientist, but even I know we are going for a title, right? A title, something we haven't won in 19 years. Now, the vast majority of this divvy, thick as arses, fan base of ours, right, who have never seen this club win a title. So because of that, they haven't seen us win a title. They don't know how it feels. They don't know how it feels to call yourself a champion. They don't know how it feels, yeah, to go down there and see the bus parade and see the players. They don't know how it feels, right? Yeah, they don't know. They don't know, right? Because the vast majority of our fan base are kids. They've never seen us lift a title, okay? They haven't. So when I'm seeing all this, like today, on social media, I don't care who Arsenal sign. In Arteta, we trust. Arteta this, Arteta that, right? This is, I'm not blaming Arteta, by the way. There's part of me, right, that actually feels a little bit sorry for him, yeah? However, on the flip side of that, there is a part of me that doesn't feel sorry for him because I'm thinking, do you know what, Arteta? Open your bloody mouth. This can't be. It can't be one of your number one signings. You wanted Caicedo, and you end up with that. It's like Unai Emery. I wanted these three players. I wanted Zaha. I wanted, who else was it? A couple of others. But instead, I wanted A, B, and C. What you've given me is D, E, and F. Yeah? And Unai Emery, at least with this guy, he openly come out and said that. Look, to be honest, I didn't want these players. I wanted those three over there. But I was given this. It's cool. I'll work with it. However, this wasn't my first choice. I wanted those three over there, right? He was open and honest, and he come out and he said it, yeah? You don't go from Caicedo. What we need is a defensive midfielder. Every man and his dog can see how Arsenal have been playing this season, seen the way we've been pushing teams aside and the way we are playing. Everybody knows, every man and his dog knows, Thomas Partey is the glue that holds that team together. Thomas Partey gets injured, goes down, whatever, we are absolutely screwed. Fact. That's not even an opinion from Diesel. That is a fact, right? Caicedo would have been perfect. What we need a workhorse. We need someone who's fit, athletic, mobile, tall, imposing, strong, can move. Yeah? Now, when you look at the way Arsenal play, it's so fast, always on the front foot. Pressing always, high energy, right? The high press, high intensity. And you're getting that. You're getting Jorginho, who is the polar opposite, by the way, of our style, how we play. This guy doesn't speed things up. This guy slows things down. And that is meant to make sense. Can someone in the chat room please tell me how that makes sense? Because I'll tell you something now. It stinks. It stinks to me of cheap. Something that we always associate with this club of ours, penny pinching, shopping in Lidl's or Aldi's. Forget Harrods. Forget John Lewis. I can even handle if we're shopping in Tesco's. At the worst way, Asda's. This is worse than that. This is farm foods. This is Iceland. This is Lidl. This is Aldi. This is what it is. It's bargain basement. The guy is 31. 31, and he's slow as you like, right? Slow. Arsenal over the years we've always been called a retirement home, right? For Chelsea players who are coming to the end of their careers. They want one last payday. They want to stay in London. So therefore, who will have me? Oh, they will. Over the red side of North London. Yeah, I'll just go over there. Yeah? All this rubbish about, I've always liked Arsenal. I've always wanted to play for him. It's always been a lifelong ambition of mine. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No. Chelsea fans all day, Zoe Thomas being one of them. Do you know how many Chelsea fans I know of who I've spoken to today and who I've seen online? They are all for this deal. What does that tell you? That is worrying. Do Arsenal not learn? David Luiz, William Gallas, Willian, do we not learn? No, do we? Clearly not. What is the strategy? Right, and now this to me is where someone, I don't know who it is, someone has now got to challenge these guys. Vinay, Edu, challenge them. What is the strategy? What is it? If Arsenal want a defensive midfielder, they must surely have a list of 4 or 5. Caicedo being number 1 priority. If that doesn't work out, you go for your number 2. Whoever that may be. That doesn't work out, you go for your number 3. Out of the 4 or 5 defensive midfielders on that list, Arsenal will surely get 1. Minimum. You're telling me Arsenal have got a list of Caicedo, number 1. If that doesn't happen, cool. Number 2 is Jorginho. No, they are 2 totally different kind of players. This is a player we do not need. Listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. We are going for a title, right? If in any way that is unclear to anyone, please come to me and ask me, and I will explain it to you in the most layman's of terms I can. We are going for a title. Man City have just loaned out Cancelo, yeah? They haven't bought anyone in, I don't think. So they would be. So am I right to assume Man City would be considerably weaker than what they were? Right? That's an opportunity. And that's also a buying signal, by the way, right? Because really, the only ones we've got to worry about this season, in my opinion, is them. Right? We had a perfect opportunity in this window to really make our mark, right? Lay down a statement and show the whole bloody world that we are going for a title. We mean business. We are here to stay, and we're going to bloody win it. That's what I was expecting Arsenal to do, yeah? But no. Trossard, we got Trossard in, and I thought, finally, the pennies dropped. Arsenal, do you know what? You guys may laugh at this. I even thought, do you know what? It did cross my mind. Maybe Arsenal dudes, maybe someone at that club does watch this channel. Maybe. Because all that money on Mudryk, now forget that. Let Chelsea have him. Forget that, right? The money, put that on 3 or 4 players to beef up the squad. Mudryk goes to Chelsea, so we miss out on that one. However, we then get in Trossard. And you guys know, I've been banging the drum about Trossard. Like he had a falling out with Roberto De Zerbi at Brighton. You know, the buying signal was there. The guy's unhappy. Brighton want to get rid. They can't afford to have a distraction in their camp. Let's bear in mind, Brighton are going for Europe, right? So Arsenal, he's there. He's a good player, Premier League proven, very good player, right? Very good technician, tidy on the ball, would fit in with our style of play. Easy signing, relatively cheap in football terms. Go and get him. What do Arsenal do? They go and get him. Sweet, cool. Finally, the pennies dropped. Finally, They've heard me. They've listened to me. They watch Diesel Arsenal. Got to be, innit, right? Yeah, there's probably one of them in the chat right now. Yeah, they won't comment, but they'll watch. I genuinely thought that was true, right? I thought maybe someone's watched it and they've obviously taken Diesel's advice. Clearly not. Now, look, today, yeah, it come out of nowhere. Jorginho, what? And I must admit, in the morning when I heard this, I thought, do you know what? Someone's on a wind-up. It's a wind-up. Look, it's transfer deadline day. Yeah, someone fancies a giggle. It's obviously someone who's bored at work or whatever, probably little virgin sitting in his room or whatever, fantasizing about birds. I don't know. Thought he'd make it up, indulge himself, entertain himself. Cool. Then I heard it off a few other people and I thought, hang on a minute, this thing is gathering pace. This story is actually gathering pace. Seriously, what the hell? Surely not. Even Arsenal aren't that stupid. Even Edu isn't that clueless. Surely. We all know he's clueless, but is he that clueless? No, he can't be. He can't. He just can't be. Can't be. Right? Because just the other day, we were bidding for Caicedo. So surely that determines to us Arsenal fans, and all fans in general, we all know what kind of player Arsenal are trying to get. A Thomas Partey replacement, just in case he goes down injured. And not only that, but someone in the same sort of guise as Thomas Partey who can come on, contribute, and do more or less the same things as what Partey do. Yeah, can do on the pitch. Same type of attributes, etc., etc., etc. Right? What we've been given is a 31-year-old slow, and I mean slow, seriously slow. Yeah, I've seen faster nannies, grandmothers, granddads. Right? No disrespect. The guy's slow. Recycles the ball. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. For what we're doing, for where we want to go. And let me just say something as well. All this process, right? One of the main attributes as to why it's working at the moment with us so far this season is because we've got the youngest squad in the league. And when I say the youngest squad in the league, I'm on about players who are young and hungry, right? They are young and hungry, right? This goes against the grain in more ways than you can imagine. Can someone please explain to me how? How is that possible? Look, if Arsenal had got Caicedo, if we got him and they chucked one more in and it happened to be Jorginho, all right, cool, I guess, right? But to only end up with this guy, I just don't get it. I'm sorry, it baffles me. I don't get it. And do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. The pressure is on Mikel Arteta now, because anyhow we don't win the league this year, I guarantee fans like me who have got half a brain will look back and think that is where you lost it. That window, that is where you lost it. That is where you had the opportunity, right, to capitalize on everybody else, right? Man United have got that Sabitzer player coming in on loan. That's it. That's all they've done, right? Chelsea is like Football Manager. You know, they're buying players more than I buy steaks. And you guys know I have steak every single day, right? That's what they're doing. But you know what? That's going to take a lot of time to gel. They've got players injured, right? Forget about Chelsea. What are they, 10th, 11th in the league? No disrespect, Zoe. I'm just stating facts here. They are way down the table. We don't have to worry about them. Cool. Man City, let go of Cancelo. As far as I'm aware, they've not brought anyone in. Cool. Ain't got to worry about them. So much. Liverpool, they're done. Yeah? Who else? Tottenham. Which one of those turns up every week? Don't know. Will Conte stay? Will he sign a contract? We don't know. As long as that's up in the air, there's always going to be a lack of stability at that club. Okay, that's Spurs done. Who else? Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle are up there. I don't expect them to stay up there, if I'm honest with you. Okay, but that Newcastle will become a force, but not this season. That's going to take time. Yeah. So you look around and you think, oh my God, what better time? What better time to capitalize? Listen, guys, I said it to you 2 weeks ago. I said it to you last week, right? Even when I had Terence on here, said it to you. I have no issue. Right, with regards to what we're going for this season, we are going for a league title. And as I said earlier on, right, for anyone to jog anyone's memory, anyone who forgot in the chat, right, 19 years. We haven't won this title. The league. We have not won the league in 19 years. 19, 2 decades, man. Come on. That's my God. What would I have been? 21. 21. Or actually 19 years. So what's that? 22. It's disgusting, right? It's disgusting. A club of this ilk, a club of this size, to have gone for that long without a major trophy like that, it's disgusting. But you know what? We could have rectified that this season. All we had to do was come correct, do our due diligence, and put it right in this window. And I said to you guys before, this season, unlike any other season in years gone by, this is different. It's got a different feel to it. All right? You know why? The difference being, we aren't going for top 4 this season. We are going for a title. Okay, a title, right? The big one. We're going for the big one, right? So therefore, aims, targets, etc., it all changes. I said to you guys before, we have to do what's required in this window. If it means this summer coming up, we have a quiet window. Cool, I'm fine with that, as I'm sure a lot of you would be. If it wins us the title, if they go out and do the business in this window and it gets us what we need, we go on to win the title and we have a quiet summer, I don't know any Arsenal fan who would have an issue with that. I really don't, right? I really don't. But no, not this club. No, not Arsenal. I mean, that's too simple, right? That would be too simple. That's just simple logic. Yeah, no. What they want to do is they want to make it hard for themselves. We have a guy, Edu, who cannot negotiate for toffee, right? He just cannot negotiate, right? The guy is absolutely useless. I'm sorry. Do you know what? The only thing I'm happy about today is the fact Lokonga has gone out on loan to Palace. Yeah, because I actually think that's a really good move for him. I do think there is a player in there. He's not impressed me one little bit since he's come here. He looks like a rabbit in the headlights. But you know what? Go to Palace. I'm glad he's gone to a Premier League team, by the way, right? Not the Championship, a Premier League team under the guidance of a Patrick Vieira who's played in that position. And I'm kind of hoping Patrick, get hold of him, right? Toughen the boy up, get him in the gym, beef him up, and get him playing to some sort of decent standard. Then we'll take him back and hopefully he's a much better player. That's what I'm hoping for. Marquinhos has gone on loan to Norwich, right? 2 of Arteta's signings that haven't worked out so far. Quality coach, people tell me. But anyway, no one's going to talk about that. That gets swept under the carpet, doesn't it? But anyway, whatever, yeah? The main thing is we are going for a title, guys, and we have not done anywhere near enough, in my opinion. In my opinion, Trossard and Jorginho. Trossard, I'm happy with that. Cool. What we needed was a defensive midfielder. And for whatever reason, years and years and years go by and we just can't seem to get it. We can't seem to. I don't get what it is. If you remember, right, from memory, right, do you remember going as far back? We were always linked with that William Carvalho, that Portuguese centre half. DM, defensive midfielder, right? Over the years, we've always lacked a proper, out-and-out, true DM, right? We had to get one in this window. Not summer, forget summer. Forget that. We needed one in this window, and once again, Arsenal just cannot get it over the line, yeah? And you know what? The Jorginho thing, it just reminds me of, who's that guy at Villa? What's the guy's name? Something Lewis, whatever his name is, yeah? Panic buy. That's what he screams, panic buy. They're looking around, right, who can we get? Caicedo, we can't get him. Brighton want too much money. We're not going to do that. We're looking around. Oh, hang on. Jorginho, down the road. He's got 6 months left on his contract. Yeah. Oh, he'll do. And that is that's the mentality. That is the attitude. He'll do. Yeah, he's a body. He'll do. It's just so backwards. Yeah, it's backwards. And do you know what? This is a stream I really didn't want to do, but I could feel it was coming. I could feel it because I've always maintained this is the window. This is the time. This window, January, this month, is where we will genuinely see just how much they want it, how much they, and do you know what? I've always made a point of saying to you guys, yeah, and I listen, I don't regret anything I say, but do you know what? And I've always said this, when it really, really comes to the crunch, yeah, when it really comes to it, they don't want it. I'm telling you now, they do not want it. They don't. Yeah, Arteta wants it. I'll give him his due. He wants it. It's them lot above. It's the Edu, the Vinay's, the Richard Garlick. Yeah, they don't want it. They don't. Right? They don't know what it takes. They ain't got the minerals. They ain't got the balls. Yeah, they just don't have it. If you are willing to spend that amount of money on Mudryk, why would you not spend it on Caicedo? Yeah, what is he? 21? Just put the money down. Yeah, in seasons gone by, you might look at it and think, yeah, well, I kind of agree with Arsenal on this one. It's a bit too much money. This is different. We are going for a league title, and we will never have it as easy as what we've had it this season. I guarantee you that now. I guarantee you that now, right? We are. It's not likely we're going to be in a situation like this again, because I genuinely believe all these teams will come back at some point. So do you know what? Take advantage, and I mean take advantage of everyone else around us being in disarray. We've got a chance for a clear run at this title. Something we haven't touched in 19 years, a clear run. All they had to do, guys, all they had to do was get in a proper DM. Yeah? And they can't even do that. They can't even do that. I mean, I look at the scouts Arsenal have got. Surely, I'm not being funny. These scouts scout the world, not just this league, the world. Right? You telling me you can't find one? Caicedo, the last week of the window? Really? Where was this at the start? Because I genuinely think, right, if we'd have offered that 70 million at the start of this window, I reckon we probably would have got him. I really do. But we've left it so late as we normally do. You know why, guys? Because these guys, they're not serious. They're not serious. They're not. They don't know what they're doing, right? They've been left to their own devices. They've got no one above them watching them, right, and keeping them under pressure. They are doing whatever they want. They are doing as they please. And this is what I'm saying. It is absolutely criminal. And like I said before, in a way, I do feel sorry for Arteta, because I personally believe these guys are mugging this guy off. And anyhow, and you know what? Worst comes to the worst, they won't suffer for it. They won't get punished for it. You know who will get punished for it? Mikel Arteta. He's the one who will take the flak for these clowns. Yeah? And like I said before, anyhow Arsenal don't win it this season. If they don't win it, I'm telling you now, people will look at Mikel, right? And they should be also, and rightly so, and they should also be looking at these two clans as well, yeah? These divvy Arsenal fans, right, these fans in our fan base, absolute scumbags, wrong'uns, right? Oh, I don't care who it is. Arteta, we trust, this, that, the other, yeah? It's loser mentality, right? Arsenal haven't won the league yet. Arsenal fans are going on like we have. It's not done yet. We're halfway through. It's not done. Not done. Do you know what? I genuinely cannot believe. I can't believe I'm sitting here fuming like this, and I'm going on certain other channels, and I'm going on social medias, and Arsenal fans are actually, they're over the moon with it. Like, they don't see an issue. Right, you know why they don't? It's because we're currently sitting top. If we was fifth right now, if we was fifth or even fourth, and this happened with Jorginho, there would be absolute uproar. There would be the Cronky out thing, brigade. Everyone would be gunning for Edu, Vinay, everyone, all of them, right? But no, people will bite their tongue because we're top, yeah? No, I've not heard anyone mention Cronky out in months. Right, but the minute Arsenal go on a slump, that'll come back. Rest assured, that will. Yeah, I'm telling you now. So many of these Arsenal fans are absolute sheep. They don't have their own mind. Yeah, they watch these other big channels and they take in every single word that these clowns say. It's a fact. It is a fact. Some of it is age. I know for a fact there's a lot of people my age who get sucked in by all that because they're sheep, right? They're not real men, yeah? They're absolute idiots. They follow, right? They're not leaders, they're followers. It's as simple as that. It's one or the other. One or the other. Kill or be killed. And that is what they are. The majority of them are sheep, yeah? Absolute sheep, right? Because they like Matey Boy over there on that channel, then whatever that Matey Boy says, these guys will take it in, suck it up, and then they'll start believing it. And you know what? They'll also start saying it to their mates. The funny thing is, they don't even believe half of what they're saying, but they have to say it because Matey Boy over there said it. And if he said it and he's got a big following, well, he must be right. How can he be wrong when he's got all these followers, all these subscribers, right? He can't be wrong. So cool. Whatever he says, I'm going to say, and I'm going to pass it on down the chain to all my mates and anyone else who will bother to listen to me. That is how it works. And it's sad and it's a shame. And you know what? It's a reflection of this fan base because, unfortunately, we do have a lot of scumbags in our fan base who just cannot and will not learn, take anything in, have their own mind, yeah, not be swayed by anyone, yeah, not me, not you guys, anyone. Have your own mind and think what you think, yeah. Don't stop listening to all these other people because let me tell you something now, right? And I've said this loads of times before. Don't be fooled. What they're saying on camera is very, very different to what they're saying off a camera. Let me assure you of that. Trust me on that, right? It's money. Money. It's all it is. Yeah. If someone has got to go in front of a camera and for 5 minutes spout absolute crap, but they're nicking a pan note, well, you're going to do it, right? It's as simple as that. Static, big up yourself, mate. Up you're well. Let me just quickly go for these. I'm so sorry. Once you know what I'm like, guys. Once I get going, I get going. Static Diesel, whether we win the league or not, Edu's time is up. He has to go. Edu out. Yeah, he's a clown. Absolute clown. Steve, I've seen this on DT's video saying I'm tired of getting Chelsea rejects, but it will do if we add. Do you know what? Do you know what? There's when I heard this, right, the Jorginho thing, I also there's another thing. There was another thing that I thought to myself. I thought, do you know what? Now listen, I'm going to need you guys in the chat to tell me if you think I'm overthinking this or I'm just being an absolute prat, right? I don't know, yeah. But there's part of me that thought myself, do you know what? The way they came in and stole Mudryk when it was clear as day he wanted to come to us and it was so close to getting over the line. And then Chelsea just come in like last minute and do that. There was a part of me that thought, Arsenal, do you know what? Have you guys got no pride? How can you deal with that lot? I'm not saying ever again, but I'm saying how can you deal with that lot so soon after what they did to us? And I'm sorry, do you know what I mean? That was one of the first things that cropped up in my mind. You know, listen, I'm a man about pride. I'm all about pride. You know what I mean? Like you know, and I look at this club and I just think, like, have you forgotten what happened like 3 weeks ago? Honestly, guys, that was one of the first things, and I just thought, you know what, Arsenal, you guys, you know, like, we're top. Do you know what the funny thing is, right? We are actually a bigger club than Chelsea by far, much bigger club, right, than what Chelsea are. That's a fact. Even Zoe Thomas, right, will tell you that. You know, we are a bigger club than Chelsea, right? And also add to that, we're top of the league. I don't even know where Chelsea are at the moment. 10th, 11th, 12th, right? And yet they can still mug us off like that. Do you know? But do you know what? I don't even blame Chelsea for doing it. I blame Arsenal because Arsenal were the ones who are bending over and allowing Chelsea to mug them off. They are allowing Chelsea to do it. Do the dirty on us, right? You know, over the years, Arsenal have been called a retirement home for Chelsea pensioners, old age Chelsea pensioners. And let's be honest, guys, this hasn't just happened once or twice. This has happened several times. You know, very rare we get a Chelsea player and it turns out to be a success, right? It's always been the opposite, right? when you look at where Arsenal are going at the moment, part of the reason why all us Arsenal fans have been raving about the manager and about the team this season is because finally we can see what the guy's trying to do. Young, hungry players who start off on the front foot from the very first whistle. We play with pace, we play with speed, we play with strength, we play with determination. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? And we play as a team. That is how we've played. Those ingredients there, those attributes there, those are the very things that have got us top of the league and have kept us there for this amount of time. Okay? Someone explain to me how this makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It goes against the grain of what we're trying to do. I'm sorry. Let's call it out. Let's be honest here. Right? Big up Ding Dong as well. Ding Dong, I believe you're a Chelsea fan, right? Must say, Big D, from watching Arsenal, off the fast flow, exactly what I just said, fast flowing football, Jorginho will slow you down more than a car without an engine. Exactly. And this is what I don't get. Do you know what? All this rubbish, in fact, let me read it because I think I saved it for you guys because I wanted you to read it. This is what Arteta's come out and said. And listen, I get it. He has to come out and say something. He has to, right? I kind of get it. Jorginho is a midfield player with intelligence, deep leadership skills, and a huge amount of Premier League and international experience. And Jorginho has come out and said, all I can promise is that I'm going to give my all to represent this club. Look, I'm sorry, guys, but, it's not a player that you look at and think, yeah, I can see that. I can see what we're doing. I can see what he's trying to do. I can see why he's brought him in. I can see that this was a player that has been on Arsenal's radar for a very long time. No, it's not. It's last minute. Panic buy. It's cheap. It's cheap. I'm sorry. Do you know what? There are certain things I despise in people, right? One of them is cheap. I can't stand that. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't, right? I just can't do it. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? It's cheap. Knockoff. Cheap knockoff. It just stinks of that. And do you know what? That has been Arsenal over the years. That's what we're known for. We penny pinch, right? We penny pinch. 12 million. And I'm sorry. When you've got a lot of Chelsea fans, right, who are in favour of this, by the way. Oh, thank God he's gone. Oh, my God, Arsenal, thank you for doing us a favour. Thank you, Arsenal. Thank you. What a club you are. You've really helped us out, right? That's what I'm seeing from a lot of Chelsea fans all day today, yeah? And secondly, there's always been a bit of a rivalry, right, between Chelsea and Arsenal. Chelsea are very well aware Arsenal are on course, right, or actually have a very, very good chance this season to lift that trophy. No one associated with Chelsea wants Arsenal to do this. Let's just get that clear, right? Right? We're not friends. Yeah? Chelsea hate us, we hate them. It's as simple as that. No one associated with Chelsea wants Arsenal to lift that title, right? At the end of the season. So you would think Chelsea would be like, no, listen, we want to sell him. We ain't selling him to you, right? There's no way we're going to strengthen a rival. But no, nothing like that. Arsenal, you want him? Yeah, cool. Take him. Here's the price. Take him. Right? Because in Chelsea's eyes, they're not strengthening a rival. They are not strengthening a rival. In fact, what they're doing is the opposite. They are weakening a rival. Simple as that. Wazza, Terence probably thinks Jorginho is the best midfielder in the history of the game. I guarantee you now, Terence, if you're watching this, you probably are. You're at work and you've got me on. He's probably thinking, do you know what? If Arteta's cool with it, I'm all right with it and all. If he thinks he's a class player, so do I. If Arteta thinks he can win us the league, so do I. If Arteta thinks he's fantastic, I'll believe that too. That's Terence. That's Terence. Josh Grant, unpopular opinion. I'm okay with the Jorginho signing. No, Josh, listen, I'm only venting my opinions and my frustrations, mate. Listen, fair play though to you for putting that in, because sometimes I do believe that some of you guys who watch me, you can't all agree with me. Some of you must not agree. Whether or not you feel confident in putting that in the chat because you might get people coming on to you, I don't know. Yeah, but Josh, fair play to you. Lenny Moon, yeah, Emery wanted, that was it, Maguire, Zaha, Maguire, and I forget there was a third one. I can't remember who that was, though, if I'm honest with you. Mr. Waffle in the chat, big up Diesel. Arsenal aren't serious about winning the title this season. We won't get a better chance than this. That is a fact. Nathan, Edu is a fraud. He's letting the manager down, the players down, and the fans down. If the Cronkies were serious owners, they would sack him. Yep. Finger disease has hit Edu. Yep. Static Diesel, 100% facts. Come on, it's the only things I'm speaking, bruv. You know that. Ryan Stockler, yeah, Project Youth, they say. Well, exactly. So where's that coming from? Arsenal first. Hope you well, mate. Thank you for being live, bro. No, anytime. Thank you for watching, mate. Ding dong. No disrespect to your good self, Big D, and the real AFC fans, but Bowley has screwed Edu over here. Yeah, mate. Listen, I'm with you. Jorginho joining North London Shady Acres is unbelievable. Yeah. Do you know what? It's the very fact, right? When you think, like, as I said earlier on, you know, no Chelsea person wants Arsenal anywhere near this title. So you would think if it was one of Chelsea's better players, you know, like, and a player who they value, by the way, you would think. And do you know what? Right? Let me just say this as well. Right? Tell me if you agree. I heard, and I think this is true. He was down to the last 6 months of his contract. Right? Okay, cool. So you know there is a risk he'll leave in the summer on a free. Cool, fine. However, I do look at that and I think, well, hang on a minute. Jorginho has been a good servant to Chelsea, right? He's been there for a while, right? Several years. If Chelsea do value this player, yes, he's 31. I mean, 31. I mean, it's not what I would call proper over the hill, right? But if Chelsea do value him, knowing Arsenal are going for a title and Chelsea can't stand us and we can't stand them, but knowing that Arsenal are going for a title and he could potentially come to us and win it. Right, be with us a few months and actually win the thing. Surely Chelsea would rather him leave for nothing than risk him coming to us and strengthening us, right? That's how I look at it. Yeah, because Chelsea wouldn't want that. We'd rather let him go for free than go to you lot and contribute to you lot winning the league, right? Am I right? Yeah? Are you guys with me? So again, that stinks to me. All I can see is we've just done Chelsea a massive favour. That's how I look at it. Joe Gugg, Jorginho looks like a liability. Josh Grant, I don't mind Jorginho. I just still think we should have bought a striker as well. Yep. Liam R97, big up yourself, Liam. Hope you're well, mate. Diesel, have you noticed Edu struggles to get players who are 50 million plus or people want, but he can get the cheaper signings and no one else wants? When will your fans call him out? Listen, Liam, right? The issue is this. At the moment, Arsenal are top, right? It's all hunky dory. It's all roses and all that at the moment. It's all Disney, right? It's, you know, so the majority of Arsenal fans are so over the moon and so happy with what's going on this season that things like this the club can get away with because hardly anyone is going to question it because of where we are in the league. So it blinds a lot of Arsenal fans. Yeah, I said it to you guys earlier on. If Arsenal were 4th or 5th right now and all this crap happened, there'll be a lot more fans opening their mouths, right, and getting onto Edu, but they won't, yeah, because we're top of the league, right? So a lot of Arsenal fans will let a lot of things go at this present moment in time. They will let a lot of things go because we are top of the league and we are on course to win a league title. That is the only reason. People like me, fans like me, as happy as I am that we're top and we're on course to win the league, yeah, there are certain things that I believe the club should do in order to better your chances of getting that elusive title. Yeah. Now, clearly, what I want and what the club want, we differ. Yeah, we differ because I'm all for it. I want to give us the best possible chance of winning that title. Yeah. And what that means is in this window, it was about coming correct, doing your due diligence, beefing up the squad and getting a DM. Caicedo, if that is the player Arsenal want, yeah, all they had to do was put down an extra 10, 15 million. And let's be honest here. Do not tell me the club haven't got it. Right? Yeah. This is what a lot of fans don't realise. Arsenal turnover over £3 million per home game. 3 million. Arsenal are massive worldwide. Right? There is a reason. There is a reason Arsenal always do their tours in either the USA, China, South Korea. There is all Japan. There is always a reason why they go to those places, because it's money. It's dough, dunzai, do-re-mi, bread. Yeah? Whatever you want to call it, it's all about money. Arsenal have got the money. And like I said, I'm not being unreasonable. I'm not saying they had to do all the business now and in the summer I expect them to spunk 200-300 million. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is do all your business in this window. If you got to pay a bit more, got to pay more of a premium, cool. You have to do it. Sometimes you got to suck eggs, right? We are going for a title. If you've got to do it, just do it. Do it. What is an extra 10, 15 million if we win that thing? Right, I'm sorry. You know, but the caveat to that is if Arsenal do have a quiet summer, I'm all for that. Cool, that's fine. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Just make sure you do the business in this window in order to win the title and have a quiet summer, right? So while everyone's scrambling around in the summer, Arsenal don't really have to, yeah? This is what I'm saying. But no, they haven't done it. They've missed the window of opportunity. And for me, I'm sorry, they've severely hampered their chances of winning the title. I really do believe that. I'm sorry, I do. Darren Sullivan, big up yourself, Daz. How are you, mate? Dazlar. It appears Arteta was infatuated with Jorginho. Funny that, isn't it? Because we never heard anything about Arsenal and Jorginho. It's only now. Listen, guys, let's not let the club insult us, right? And insult our intelligence. You know, we're all brainy, intellectual, you know, well-educated people, right? Let's be honest here. We all know this is a panic buy. Let's be real. Come on. This is a panic buy, right? No agent, no pundit, no journo. No one could have seen this coming, right? Jorginho has never, ever been, in my opinion, he's never been on a list of potential targets. He hasn't, right? And I might be wrong. I don't think I am, though. To be honest with you, it stinks of last minute. It stinks of cheap. Yeah? Cheap. We had to get someone. Caicedo, wasted our time with him. All month we've been chasing Mudryk, only for him to go Chelsea. Right? That's died down, if you notice. No one's really talking about that anymore. They spent the whole month, more or less, chasing this youngster with a bit of promise. He is a prospect. Nothing more, nothing less. That is what he is. He is a prospect. We spent the majority of the month chasing that. That's now gone and it's gone to Chelsea. Then, oh God, what do we do? Even that's backwards. You go from Mudryk to Caicedo to Jorginho. I don't get it. Caicedo, yeah? 2 bids, both are rejected. Now there's, a couple of days left. Panic sets in, right? Doesn't it? Because this happens to us every single season. Panic sets in. Oh my God. What do we do? Oh my God, we've got to buy someone. We need someone in. We need a body. Oh my God. Douglas Luiz. Oh, he'll do. Douglas Luiz. That don't work out. This window now. Oh my God. 24 hours left. We've got 24 hours left. That's one day, one whole day. What we're going to do? Oh, I know. Jorginho, 6 months left on his contract. He's down the road. He won't have to move house. He'll do. Bang, and we get him. That is Arsenal. That is what we do. It's last minute bargain basement. It's as simple as that. Josh, big up yourself, mate. Josh Smith, embarrassing from a young great talent in Caicedo to an average Jorginho who's been past his best and is a liability. Now listen, I don't watch Jorginho every single week. I don't, right? I'm not a Chelsea fan, obviously. So I tend to listen to Chelsea fans because it's about one of their players and it's a player who they watch on the weekly, right? I've not seen, and I genuinely mean this, I have not seen one Chelsea fan say, oh my God, I'm going to miss that player. How have Chelsea let him go? I've not seen it. Not seen it. All I've seen is Arsenal. Thank you, Arsenal. Thank you. Thank you so much, Arsenal. You've really done us a favour. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've seen Chelsea players say, oh, do you know what, Arsenal? I will drive in there myself. Forget the 12. Just give us 7 or 8. I'll drive him there. I will drive him to you personally. That's what I've seen. That, for me, is absolutely worrying. That's worrying. Yeah. Flo's in the league. Big up yourself, Flo. Hope you are, bruv. Calm down, bro. He ain't a bad player, and for that price, it's worth a punt. He won't be my first choice, but he's okay for the running we got coming. Well, that's up to you, mate, if that's what you believe, Flo. I differ on that, if I'm honest, but yeah, fair play. Going Delicious Breed TV. No, man, I am pissed off that we went for Jorginho for 2 reasons. Number one, he's absolute dog shit. Number two, we give a rival funds for this shat. This is not our big club moves. We got rid of the Deadwood for this shat. Yeah, he's not wrong, is he? Let's be honest. Do you know what? I can't believe Arsenal can do business with Chelsea so soon after that Mudryk thing. That for me is where I look at. Do you know what? It reminds me of like a mate of mine who's sort of like, he's got a bird and she cheats on him, and like he literally takes her back like a day after. Like, I'm like, do you know what? You got no pride, man. Like, honestly, if you don't respect yourself, how the hell is she going to respect you? It's more or less the same thing. And I know people like that. If you don't respect yourself, how do you expect her to? Same with Arsenal. They don't respect themselves. Seriously, they don't. Yeah, allow Chelsea to come in and do that to you, and less than 2 weeks later, you're going to get jumped into bed with them to do this deal. Wow. I know there's business, but still, come on. Surely pride has got to play a part somewhere. Niall Kane in the chat. Big up yourself, Niall. My guy. Happy well, bruv. Shammy D. We ain't going to win the league. Cold Grens TV. Hope you well, mate. Hope you good. Big up yourself, Diesel. Come on. Static, you speak nothing but facts, Diesel. Come on, Static. You know me, I'm a very intelligent man. That was his name, Douglas. Yeah, Douglas Lewis. That's it. Will M. Hooper, another nice bloke. Hey, how are you, Will? Will I am. Come on. Jorginho, get in the bin. I bet Diesel could be linked to Arsenal and these Muppets would start the compilations and the overhype. Not good enough. Really do hope we win the league still. Big up, mate. Thank you, Will. Much appreciated. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. 24 likes. Come on, guys. Can we get the likes up? Yeah. They do wonders for me. I'm not going to lie. They really do. Stephen Baverstock. Big up Diesel and another Chelsea player to add to Chelsea retirement home. I thought we were past this sort of deal. I don't get the Caicedo. Why keep just adding why keep just adding just 5 million? Edu needs to go. And do you know what, guys? I said it before and I'll say it again. The way Arsenal do business, right? If a player is valued by his club at 70, just say 70 million, Arsenal will come in 30 million. We'll offer 30. No, he's 70 million, Arsenal. All right, 35. Arsenal, are you deaf? He's 70 million. All right, look. 39.5 million. 39.5. Come on. Do we have a deal? Oh, my God. Arsenal, you thick arseholes. Right? I've said it once, I'll say it again, yeah? You may think I've got a stutter. I really don't. Listen to me. The price is 70 million. This is Arsenal. All right, look. We've gone from 30 million to 35 million to 39.5 million. Let's just call it 45 million and we've got a deal. Right? Yep. Shake on that. And do you know what? It gets to that point, right, where a club is and think, do you know what? I can't even listen to you. I can't deal with you. Like, you're an idiot. Go away. Seriously, go away. And if that is how they negotiate, and for me that's not even a negotiation. Do you know what? This is what angers me, right? A club the size of Arsenal, right, who do pay good money, by the way, to their employees. Yeah, Arsenal don't skimp on salaries, right? That's the one thing they don't do, right? Which tells me they have so much money at that club, and I'm thinking to myself, do you know what? On that sort of money and at a club the size of Arsenal, you could get the best of everyone. Like in every field going, in every business field, whatever, you can afford to get the best, the very best. Yet we always struggle, right, when it comes to signings, especially the big ones. Someone said it earlier on. I can't remember who it was. You know, when it's a player over a certain value, Edu just can't. He can't pull it off, and he's right. He can't. He just can't pull it off. You know, these little cheap ones. You know, these kids here and there. Yeah, cool. I could do that. That's fine. Yeah, my 9-year-old, he could do that probably, right? I'm on about the big deals. Yeah, the big deals. He just can't do it. I'm telling you, the guy goes wanting. Cold grins. Look. Even he says it here. All we had to do was pay an extra 5 million. Yeah, and I'm sorry, 5 million. I look at. Do you know what? This is what I'm saying. This is a guy. Admittedly, he's not played loads and loads of games at Brighton, but we've seen enough to know he's suited to the Premier League. You know, he's Premier League proven, right? Yeah. When I look at Arsenal, they was about to spunk all that money on Mudryk, a player in the Ukrainian league. Let that sink in, guys. Ukrainian league. Arsenal were prepared to do that. I find that baffling. So you can do it for him, but a guy who we need more so. Mudryk is a player Arsenal wanted. Caicedo is a player Arsenal need. Big difference. And they couldn't even get that through? Nah, move away from me with that crap, man. Serious. Why is this club stubborn when it comes to getting a DM? Jorginho either pairs with Kante, Kovacic, which are the DMs. Yeah, facts. Exactly. Shammy D, Partey will not stay fit the whole season. Jorginho lacks mobility and physical strength. It makes no sense. Arteta was a panic buy, 2 arms and 2 legs like this player. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Craig AFC, breaking news, people. Breaking news. Arsenal are to bid 120 million for Osimhen. Oh, no, wait, hang on a minute. No, sorry. My mistake. That was me on FIFA 23. Boom. Come on, Craig. Yeah, we have a prankster in the chat room. Come on. El Neni, look, El Neni new contract. Now, listen, this is another caveat to this. El Neni is now out for, I believe, 3 or 4 months due to a knee injury. Right, I might have that wrong. It might be 2 or 3 months. Anyhow, it's a matter of months. It's months. It's not weeks. It's going to be months. He's going to be out. Right. So when you look at it, really, I mean, realistically, who have we got in that midfield? No one. I mean, Xhaka and Partey, God forbid. And plus, Lokonga has now gone out on loan. God forbid we have injuries to those 2 players. We are absolutely screwed. Seriously, this is where Caicedo would have been absolutely perfect. Perfect. It's not so much Xhaka I'd worry about. It's Partey for me. Partey's the main man in that team. Big up Nino. Hope you're well, mate. Edu out. Phoevius Slick. Sick name. Come on. Jorginho is a decent backup. We did all we could to sign Caicedo, plus picking up a bargain, 21 million Trossard is decent with all the money we spent in the summer, I reckon. But yeah, do you know what? We just, you know what it is? I just have an issue with, there are certain players you want, but there's also certain players you need. And it's a big difference. You know, and for me, we haven't done it. We haven't gotten what we need. I did see something here. Where was it? Darren, Sky said they could not understand why Edu got criticism on Twitter. Yeah, listen, half of that lot, mate, I won't even listen to him. Big up Kevin Ball. Hope you're well, Kev. What does my head in as well is when we sign rubbish players, it's on Edu. And we sign good players, it's Arteta's signing. But to me, it's all of them. Look, you know, you got a point in there because they all say that they're part of this committee and Arteta is part of it as well. But I do think, see, I don't know. I'm different to a lot of people. I suppose, you know, Arteta's going to be, he's going to say what he's going to say. He's going to come out and he's going to, you know, praise his players. And so, yeah, I've liked him for a long time. I love the way he plays. He's very intelligent, a very good technician. He'll fit into our style of play, this, that, the other, right? I don't think some of these players he wants, if I'm honest. I think the players, I think Caicedo was a player he wanted, didn't get, and they've given him this guy here, Jorginho, and he's going to come out and say what he's got to say. He's going to play the company man. I understand that, you know, you can't come out and slag off your bosses. I get that. However, just come out and say nothing then. Don't say anything. You know, for me, that speaks volumes, right? But he won't do that. He won't do that. Look, we'll have to see how it pans out. I personally think Edu has thrown Arteta under the bus a little bit here, and I do think he's just put a lot more added pressure on Arteta to deliver the title this season. Because anyhow they don't. And look, let's be honest here, it's very, very similar to what happened last season, yeah? The very fact that we missed out on top 4 was because we didn't strengthen in the summer. We let 6 players walk out the door. We didn't replace any of them. And that really did come back to bite us come the end of the season when we missed out on top 4. The reason we missed out on top 4 was because we didn't do any strengthening in January. And fast forward a season, we're in the same boat now. Yes, we got Trossard in. Cool. That's fine. But we needed a hell of a lot more. Let's be honest, guys. You know, there's a lot of Arsenal fans who are still in this top 4 mindset, right? Even now, 5 points ahead and a game in hand, whatever. There's a lot of people, a lot of Arsenal fans who are still in that mindset of top 4, right? If that's the case, then yeah, it's all right what we've done. But I honestly think there are levels to this, right? And, you know, top 4 is very, very different to going for a title. When you're going for a title, you've got to be on point. You've got to do your business. Got to. Forget so much about the players you want. Get the players you need. Beef up that squad. We are going for a title, right? A title. And I do think a lot of people at this club still don't realise that. Or there's still a lot of people at this club who think it's won already. They think it's already won. They think it's got Arsenal's name on it. There's still a lot of Arsenal fans who believe that we won't win it, but as long as we get top 4, it's a great season. Well, I'm sorry, no. That's loser for me. That's that mindset. Do you know what? I can't be around people like that. It brings me down. And it gets me angry. I've got a very low tolerance. I can't stand crap nonsense like that. I can't. Keep that talk away from me. Yeah, seriously, we are top 5 points. I said this to Terence. We're not up there by accident. We are up there on merit. Yeah, we are blowing teams away this season, and we are doing it with an attractive, slick brand of football as well. Yeah, my God, how many clubs would choose to be us right now? Enough of them, right? But again, I personally think this window has really showed us the lack of ambition at Arsenal. I really do. I really do believe that. That's just my opinion. You ain't got to agree. Sherry D, we needed a striker. DM, CM, this transfer window has been another failure. The hierarchy don't want it. And yet, when it comes to the crunch, they don't. I really do. Zoe Thomas, I agree with that, Diesel. We hijacked 2 of your top transfer targets, and then you go and pay 12 million for Jorginho weeks later. The Arsenal board have no shame. And again, there is a pride element to this. There really is, right? I'm not saying Arsenal can't do business with Chelsea ever again, but to have done business with Chelsea so soon after what they did to us, oh my God, no shame. Arsenal have got no shame. And sometimes, not all the time, sometimes, I'm going to say on this stream right now, I don't care who I upset, sometimes I am embarrassed to call myself an Arsenal fan. How about that? Sometimes I'm embarrassed to be associated with this club because of the actions, yeah, the things that they do that I would never do in life. But I've got to follow this. No. Sorry. No. Jorginho don't give his all unless it suits him. Brilliant. Got all that to look forward to, eh? Tony Neri, yeah, he will give his all, just like Willian, Cech, and David Luiz. Absolute crap when they came here. Great at Chelsea, but they're garbage here. Ryan Stockley, our club's arse is red raw. The amount of times over the years we have been bent over. Fact. Alex Omondi. Hope you well, Alex. Hope you good, mate. Mean. Chelsea been selling us crap. They are cheap but expensive. Yeah, do you know what? It's not. I don't even think it's been announced yet what he's getting on salary. That would be interesting. I'd like to know what we're paying him. I really would. If anyone knows, tell me. Joel Eaton, big up yourself, Joel. Big up Diesel. Might as well get Ozil and Santi back at the carpet. Do you know what? Why not? Why not? Any player who's close to retiring, who's slow as anything, right? Then do you know what? Yeah, they're welcome here. Do you know what? Solid. Let's just go and get them all. Do you know what? Here's an idea. Right? Why don't we just completely dismantle what we've got going right now? Yeah, and just get out these young, hungry players and just get in a load of OAPs. Yeah, well, why don't we do that? Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, because obviously, clearly, these young and hungry players aren't doing the business for us this season, right? Unbelievable. Static Diesel, I must go, bro. Take care. Excellent reaction. Thank you very much, mate. Big up yourself. Hit the like button and subscribe, please. Listen to what Static is saying there. Please, please, please smash the likes. I really appreciate it. Joel Eaton, Edu's a disgrace. Why not going for a bid for Tillemans, who's 6 years younger and 20 times better? Now, that is a signing I am all for. All for it. Jack Weston, big up yourself, Jack. Evening, mate. Not too pissed off at the window as long as we go on and win it now. If we don't, we'll look back on this and say missing out on our main guys and settling for less. What's the difference? And again, Jack, you've just repeated what I said earlier on, mate, and I'm totally with you. I agree with you. That is exactly how I think, right? Anyhow, they don't win it. I guarantee people like me, you, will look back at this. This was the deciding factor. This was what stopped us from edging over and winning that league. Joe Gugg, I wonder what an elite manager could have achieved compared to the same budget Arteta was. There must be a night and day difference. Yeah, again, I mean, it's a lot of money. You know, like we're not talking like pennies here. Iffy, 19 more games to go in the Premier League. Can Partey stay fit for those remaining games? That's the thing. And don't forget, guys, yeah, the Europa League is coming around soon as well. And it's even more games, right? So, yeah, we'll have to see. Stephen Baverstock, I had so many people at work that are Chelsea fans that are so happy and laughing that we took Jorginho from them. Just summed it up for me. They said, thanks for taking him. Exactly what I've seen. My God, Stan the man, Stanley, Accrington Stanley. Over there. My guy, Stan, it's been a while, bruv. Have you well? If you question the signing, you're basically told to shut up and follow the club blindly. That just feels like a dictatorship to me. Exactly. Do you know what, Stan? One of the best comments of the night. And do you know what, guys? Stan's right. Because I swear to God, I've seen so many comments today, right? Anyone who dares speak out on this and say that they're not happy with the signing, my God, the abuse that they get. Who are you? Look at where we are. Are you blind? You call yourself an Arsenal fan. Look what Arteta's doing. Arteta the Great. Yeah, we're top of the league. We're going to win the league. And you're still moaning. What's wrong with you, you idiot? That is what I've been seeing. Yeah, all because someone just questioned and said, you know what? I don't like this signing. Why have we got him? He's not good enough. He's too slow. He will affect the way we play. We play fast, high up tempo football. This guy's going to come and slow it right down. Why have we done this? These are just fans who are questioning why. What's the logic behind it? Yeah. What's the method? What's the method to the madness? What is it? Yeah. And just for asking the question, bang, abuse. How dare you speak out against the club? How dare you say you don't like the signing? How dare you question Mikel Arteta? How dare you? How dare you question Edu? Look what these two geniuses are doing this season. Yeah, like I said, it's not won yet. Yeah, yes, we're doing very well this season. Of course, don't get me wrong. Yeah, let's win the thing, then come out and talk to me. Yeah, until then, shut your mouth. Shut your dirty mouth. Yeah, fact. Warren's team talk. Wazza, it's a panic buy, pure and simple. Again. Couldn't agree more. Steve Adams, big up Diesel. The Emirates is a Chelsea retirement home. Not happy. Yep, that is what we're known as, mate. That's what we're called. And this just adds to it, doesn't it, really? Let's be honest. People explain this to me as it frustrates me when we sell our players to Chelsea. They do well, but when we take their players, they are awful. They really do mug us off. Come on. Exactly. Do you know what? This is something that Terence will come out and say. I guarantee at some point he will say this. Terence will claim Caicedo was a smokescreen and Jorginho was the target all along. And it was an Edu and Arteta. Don't forget what Weza. Arteta was an Edu / Arteta masterclass. That is, do you know what? I can so see Terence saying that. I can see him saying it. I can see him saying it. I'm not even joking. Goonalicious Breed TV. Chelsea punched Arsenal in the face with Mudryk, and Arsenal asked Chelsea if they were okay and took Jorginho. Make it make sense. Fact. The assembled, typical Arsenal move up. Typical Arsenal move after all the hype, then the reality of the ambition kicks in. Exactly. Mitoma to Arsenal in the summer. Sorry, I mean Chelsea. Arsenal took too long. How long do we need to keep hearing this crap? Fact. Fact. We've got Gracie May in the chat. Big up yourself, my love. Hope you're well. Right, guys, listen. I've got to draw it to a close. Love Island is on in 5 minutes. Yeah, I've missed it at 9 o'clock. I was only going to do half an hour, but you know what I'm like. I went on a rant. However, luckily for me, it's on ITV 2+1, and it comes on in 5 minutes. It's on at 10 o'clock. Now, I was thinking about doing Love Island streams. However, I know a lot of you don't like it, and you might have left me. You might have had a bad opinion of me and thought, oh, I can't watch Diesel after that. He's lowered himself. I've lost all respect for him. I'm going to unsubscribe from his channel. I can't watch him ever again because he did a stream about Love Island, about girls and their titties out in bikinis running around, half naked. Something that I quite enjoy watching, not going to lie. But so obviously I've listened to the masses, and I'm not going to do it. I promise you. I promise you I won't. Very quickly, I'm just watching The Fall. Anyone who's not seen the Fall, it's brilliant. I've seen it before. I'm watching it again. Jamie Dornan, for me, is absolutely brilliant in that. Yeah, and he just plays it so well, his role. Gillian Anderson, everyone will know her as Scully from X-Files. She's in that as well. And let me tell you, this is for the boys. She is so sexy in this series. I'm not the way she speaks, the voice. Oh my God, where she carries herself. My God, anyone who's not seen this, please watch it. The Fall. The Last of Us, the series is out now. I've not seen it yet. However, I will. That will be on my list. Someone mentioned a series to me the other day called The Banshee. I've seen about 10 minutes of it and then I fell asleep. So I'm going to dive into that as well. That's meant to be really good from what I've been told. I've seen Megan, the horror. I think I mentioned that to you guys before. That was decent. That's all right. Teen Wolf, the movie. I watched that the other night. I enjoyed that. I've always liked Teen Wolf anyway. So yeah, a few things there for you guys to watch. There's a film coming out in the cinema called Knock at the Cabin. That looks really good. So yeah, I'm waiting for that to come out, and then I'm going to go and see that. Other than that, guys, Woman at War. Oh yeah, I've seen it advertised. I might give that a go as well. Thank you, Joanne Smith, the lovely Joanne Smith. I love you, Vegan darling. Mwah! Woman at War on Netflix is good, lovely. The Fall is a brilliant series. Come on, Steve. Watch Arrested Development, bro. Lovely. I'm going to make a note of that in my file effects, if I may. But thank you very much. Great show. Big love. Take care, my G. Goonalicious. I love you. Guys, very, very soon. I'll see you soon. I'm going to try and do a stream at the weekend. I've been so busy at work. I don't get time to breathe, but I've always got time for you lovely people. I promise you. Love you. Over and out. I'm going to play the outro. Smash the likes. Subscribe. Do what you got to do. Thank you very much. Love you. Love you long time. Mwah. Edu out. Well. Guess who it is? Diesel's back. Join me. Subscribe, but get the word out. Diesel's back. and he ain't going nowhere.